Alright, yo, we seem to be recording. Alright, yo, hello and welcome, buddy. What is going on? So we're here today to do Monster Episode 1. Yeah, I bought that just to make that stupid pun. We're here today to do Monster Episode 1 live reaction. Now, this has been a show that I've been wanting to do and it has been recommended to me for like a good 4 to 5 months so far. And I've always said, I will get to it eventually once I've actually done a few shows, once I've actually completed a few shows, and since we seem to be nearing that right now, I decided let's start with Monster today. In terms of what I actually know about this show, besides obviously the name being Monster, I know that like the villain that's supposed to be in here, I don't even know if he's a villain or an antagonist, but the evil person, I guess, let's call him the antagonist, that's supposed to be in here, supposed to be like the worst antagonist of any show ever. Now, I actually know that because we were having this discussion on Discord. If you want to join, links in the description down below. Having this discussion on Discord like a few months ago, about who the worst antagonist ever is, and I was, for me personally, it's always been somebody that had a necklace from a different show. Somebody had a necklace that was like kind of round. Not to go into too much details, but he's done nothing wrong. But people were saying the person in Monster is worse. I've always been very intrigued, and again, I've had this download now for like a good 4 months, and I've always said once I finish some shows, this will be next, because it's quite, in 74 episodes, it's quite long. So I decided, you know what, let's wait a little bit, let's see, until I've got more time. So here we are. I don't even have more time, but we're still starting. Now, in terms of upload schedule, I feel like that's something that a lot of people always ask. There is no real upload schedule. There's never been a real upload schedule. There probably never will be. I tried creating one, stuck to that for a week, and then never stuck to it. So I'll just say this: the plan is always to do like a double a week. But a lot of the times I will, just skip a week and then stream 4 or 5 episodes. So it really just really is just how I feel like, to be totally honest. Now, in terms of Amazon Drive, since it's the first episode, I always figure the first episode, I know a lot of new people will check it out and whatnot. So for the first episode, I need to say that if you're looking for Amazon Drive, usually the link is in the description down below. But Amazon Drive is like one of these things that I will do, and then I won't. If it's just like, if I'm just recording episodes like I am for this episode, then Amazon Drive will likely exist, and the episodes will be on Amazon Drive, which means that you'll have the episodes with the actual footage of the show in the bottom corner. But when I stream, which is what I do quite a lot, where I just stream 4 or 5 episodes, then that's a different story. So that's the way it is. Monster Episode 1. Not really sure what it's about, besides the fact that the antagonist is supposed to be bad. So let's just be surprised, I guess. Let's just be surprised. So yeah, is there anything else I've got to mention? I don't think so. So this is Monster Episode 1 called Herr Dr. Tenma. Alright, so he's like, somebody's a doctor. Alright, let's make sure that we were right at the beginning, which we seem to be. Perfect. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Alright. And I saw a beast rising out of the sea, having 10 horns and 7 heads. And on its heads were 10 diadems. And on its heads were blasphemous names. And a dragon gave it the power and the throne and great authority to worship the dragon for you. Who can fight against it? Revelations 13, chapter 1 to 4. Okay. Okay, so he's an actual doctor then. Yep. Kenzo Tenma. And he's a surgeon. So I'm guessing that's the protagonist then. Main character. No, I've always really respected surgeons. I know they get a lot of things wrong, but their work is just so difficult, so stressful. So he seems quite sympathetic so far. Could someone tell me who the studio is? Because it looks like Ghibli, obviously, but it's obviously not. Okay. I don't know what it is, but it's probably just a name. Very eerie. Or maybe that's just because it just, I don't know. It kind of feels like Death Note in a way. Alright. I should have figured out it was set in Germany. Well, that's true. Ah, okay. I totally forgot 1986. Alright. Stemming from a cerebral aneurysm. You can't give over too much information. So much for doctor-patient privilege. Okay. 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 Well, isn't isn't it should be based on merit first and foremost, as always. At least he isn't shy. That's the good. Usually, always see these people being shy. At least he isn't shy. Okay, so he's just the best, I guess. Well, why is this guy trying to insinuate? Jealousy. This guy's jealous. Like you could just, you saw that like tiny little look that he gave. Okay, what they're gonna say about the father? Like something like, why didn't you operate on my husband? Ah. I see. I see, I see, I see, I see. I mean, you're focusing on the opera singer. See, that's the hardship of being a doctor. You're always on like the balance between life and death. So being blamed for something, you need to have a thick skin. I see. She doesn't care. There you go. There you go. There you go. People's lives aren't created equal. True and not true. True in the sense that ultimately it is true. There are people whose lives and deaths have affected history that might have been born into that position, and then there are people that will admittedly not amount to much, but their lives are still valued equally in the eyes of the law, not so much in human history. big political mess. Dead. Dead. Okay. Okay. She fine? Did she... did she do it? It could be just as likely that it was the boy that did it. Then how would he be injured? So he's about to operate on the boy. Gunpowder residue. No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I never buy that. Oh, just a random accident or just a robbery gone wrong or whatever. That's a cool father. That's a cool father. I know many fathers who be like, no. You are not seeing my daughter or whatever. Okay. Well, that's a downer. That's not really his expertise, though, is that? Just ignored. Just straight up ignored. Great. These parents. These parents. He needs to calm down, especially behind that wheel, and especially if he's about to operate. I can't imagine how that would hurt, how much that would hurt. She's in shock. Okay! 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 Maybe I was wrong, maybe it was her. I thought it would be a boy. Because he was bloody. This guy needs to be more serious. That sounds like a difficult operation. I mean, to be expected that it's difficult because you're still. Does anesthesia even work once you operate on the brain because you're shutting off the nerves? And you're working on. So what, you're just gonna operate? Not all people are created equal. Not all people are created equal. Do you mean that you don't? What's he gonna What's he gonna choose? I don't think he's gonna go against this. This guy's almost blackmailing him with his fiancée. At that point, what do you choose? Because you can't just operate on the kid. If you do that, you're going to be off a job. It will save your conscience. There you go. I'm gonna like this show. I can already tell. Nah, he's gonna turn around. He's gonna turn around. Right? Good. 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 You get my applause right here. Good job. Good. He's a man of good conscience. The sisters, you should lock her up. Handcuff her to the bed. Kill, 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 eh? People always want to kill. The question is why? Did she just snap one day and just decide, you know, I don't like you parents. You guys took away my toy. Die. Die. Or what was the whole reason for that? Or it could still be, I might still be wrong, it could still be the boy. Because I don't think it was just a random burglar. That's just... I mean, they were on the news. They were on the news, so perhaps, you know, a random burglar could have been like, you know what, no, you know what? I'm going to punish you. For whatever reason, not really sure, but still. I think it's either the girl or the boy. I was leaning towards it being the boy, because I thought, you know what, the guy is bloody. I mean, he's shot in the head, but he's bloody. And the girl, she was clean. Again, she was using a gun, or a gun was used. But I still think it's one of those two. Who exactly, I am not sure. But I guess that will remain to be seen. Let me just make sure there is no preview. I'm guessing that's a preview? Yeah, that's a preview. Alright, let's just go back to the random point in the middle. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I still think it's like one of those two. Either the boy or the girl. The girl, I think the boy is more like, it's more likely to be him. Just for the reason that the girl seems to be traumatized, just seems to be absolutely traumatized. So that points, in my opinion, to the boy, not so much the girl. But besides that, though, we found out the story of Tenma, I think his name is, which rhymes as well. Tenma, doctor, I should say, surgeon, neurosurgeon, which is a very difficult, thing to be. A friend of mine actually currently is studying medicine. I think he's in his third year of studying medicine to operate on brains, and I feel like it's kind of and the whole time I was watching, I was thinking it was him. And like, again, you really need first of all, not so much a conscience, but you really need like a thick skin almost, where like things don't affect you. I think I would be quite a good surgeon just from that aspect, that things doesn't affect me. And obviously the thing with being a doctor is that you're always threading on like the balance between what's right, what's good, what's necessary, what's evil. The line obviously about not everyone is created equal is obviously made very apparent in the show, that there are people that are more important, not just to the hospital, but like just in general hospital. But yeah, overall, so far, very good first episode. Now I'm going to record 3 more, but I want this first episode to be separate. Just makes it easier to find and easier to have on the playlist, the monster playlist. Having the first episode in its own thing. But besides that, just very enjoyable introduction to like the whole world, the whole universe. Also the fact that obviously he has a conscience. He is not somebody. He isn't somebody who just follows or just does it for for doing it for the sake of doing it, but he's somebody that actually that person, that woman, that who was obviously complaining about her husband, she really got to him. She really affected him. She really her words really, really impacted him. So it's good seeing that. It's good seeing the fact that that he actually follows us. Now there's going to be consequences, of course. Just because you're doing the right thing, there are going to be consequences ultimately. If the mayor dies, especially if the mayor dies, he's done for. I think that he's going to be fired. 1986. That's when this was made. 1980. You're not gonna get away. There's no such thing as and there's no such thing as what we have today, which is unfair dismissal. That doesn't exist back there. Perhaps it did actually. Now that I think about it, perhaps it did, but I don't know what a German law. So I'm not really sure about it. Especially back then, 1986. That's not that long ago in terms of law, but quite a long time ago in terms of just development of the law. So back then, unfair dismissal, I don't think there's any, he couldn't sue for something like that, just being sacked one day to the next. So, but I also feel like the director is almost blackmailing him. He's blackmailing him with his daughter. Essentially, you don't follow my orders. First of all, you're going to get sacked. Second of all, my daughter, I'm not going to let her marry you. I feel like that's what's going to happen in the next episode. That he's going to, if the mayor dies, of course. If the mayor doesn't die, but I'm assuming that the mayor is going to die because otherwise there would be no consequences almost. So if the mayor does die, I feel like he's going to be out of a job. If the mayor doesn't die, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble still, but I don't think I think maybe he won't be out of a job because he's that good. Yeah. Besides that, there's not really much to speculate. There's not really much to talk about. I mean, the kid, right? The kids. Let's focus on those two kids just for one more minute, and then I'm gonna watch the second episode. But like those two kids, right? I don't know. I don't know. The girl. If the boy wasn't so severely injured, right, I would have been like, okay, the boy did it. I know it sounds very stupid. Not stupid. I know it sounds very harsh is probably the wrong word, but it sounds very cynical almost of me to just expect it was one of the two children, considering that they are children. They're not adults. But I always disagree with like these things like, oh, it was just a random burglary, just a random robber. No, I can't see that being the case. It's not going to be just a random robber, unless that's the end of their story. Unless like next episode he's gonna. Seriously, what's that car outside? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's just a car that just keeps honking the horn every. Seriously, but all right, you know what? I lost my train of thought right now. But unless like their story is over in the next episode. So in the next episode, they're not going to be relevant anymore. The surgery is going to be, successful. And then they're going to arrest one of them too. Because she just keeps saying kill, 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 kill. Yeah, I feel like it's almost going to like... I feel like they're almost going to be integral to the story in some way or another. So... yeah, I don't think the story is finished, and I don't think his story is finished either in the hospital. There's going to be some consequences out of his actions, and we'll see exactly, if the surgery is successful or not. Obviously, I'm going with the assumption that the surgery is successful, because if he does all that, right, if he goes against the director and everything, and then operates on the boy, he does all that, and then the surgery fails. That would just suck. That would just suck so much for him. He'd be out of a job, and he would have failed, But I'm going with the assumption that it's gonna work, and that's my assumption right now. That's my assumption right here, and that's what I think ultimately. That's what I ultimately think. But regardless, I will see you guys in the next 3 episodes, I guess. I was told to do 4 episodes to start with. So I will see you guys in the next 3 episodes. And until then, everyone, peace out and have a nice day. Bye.